Baruch Hashem, it is day number 210 of our daily study of Rambam, Sefer, HaMitzvos. And in the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah, we're continuing Hilchas Tumas Tzaras, chapters 8, 9, and 10. And our mitzvah today is positive commandment 110, the purification process of the mitzvah. We mentioned a mitzvah is the name of the person, is the name for the person who has tzaras, the skin affliction. What is the purification process? Well, in this mitzvah, the Rambam mentions that in Torah there are 3 general types of purification processes. One is the common one, and then there are 2 exceptions. The common one is mikveh, toiveling or immersing in a mikveh, in a pool, a special type of a pool. That's generally how people attain ritual purity. Then there are 2 exceptions. One exception you know about already. It is sprinkling of the ashes of the red heifer. Okay. The other exception is this one, the purification of the mitzvah. So they take 2 birds, and then they slaughter one of the birds over a bowl of well water, and then they bury that bird, and then they wrap a piece of crimson wool. Does that ingredient sound familiar? Yeah, crimson wool. Yeah, they had that in the red heifer. They wrap that around pieces of cedar wood. Sounds familiar. Yeah, they also had that in the red heifer. And hyssop. Yeah, the hyssop bushes. Yeah, that's also in the red heifer. Okay, so those 3 ingredients are the same as the red heifer. But at any rate, the rest of it's very different because they have the 2 birds, and they take the slaughtered bird and they take its blood and they put it in the bowl of well water, and then they dip that sort of bundle of crimson wool and cedar and hyssop with the live bird. Remember, there were 2 birds, so with the live bird, they dip that into the blood and water, and then they take these 4 things: the bird, the living bird I'm talking about, the cedar, the hyssop, and the wool, and they dip it in the combination of water and blood from the slaughtered bird, and then that they sprinkle on the mitzvah, and then they set the living bird free, and it flies out over an open field. And then there's more. The kohen shaves the mitzvah completely from head to toe. And then after that, he achieves a certain level of purification where he's allowed to re-enter the city. Remember, we said before that he was quarantined. He had to be apart from society. So he can re-enter the city after this point, and he no longer renders objects ritually impure by sitting on them or merely entering a house as he does when he is impure. However, he can still transmit impurity by touching objects. He's not done yet. There's a second procedure, which is a separate mitzvah, but that's not today. For that, you'll have to come back tomorrow. We'll see you then, God willing.